Live. Ayan, hello, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Jas Success. Hello, how are you guys doing tonight? Today, I have here with me Janelle Oriola.
Hello.
Yeah, I think we can hear your electric fan, by the way, Janelle.
As
Nabibigyan siya.
ganito.
Sige, no problem. Ayan, sige. So, yeah, how are you doing, Janelle?
I'm doing okay naman po.
Sige. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Well, tonight, Janelle is going to share with us her secret sauce, a secret sauce to become a social media extraordinaire. So, are you guys excited? If you can, and if you're watching, if you can hear me and see me, please comment. Please comment down below. I'll also share this sa flip sa Facebook group natin. Share the group. Freelancers in the Philippines. Ayan. So let's go ahead and share that. Okay. There we go. Hello, Rolando. Hello, Manilyn. Hello. Good evening, guys. And yes, so guys, before we get started, I just want to remind everybody and encourage you to share this and share the 80 Gintu. Share this on your wall, and you can get Janelle's free giveaway. So Janelle, what are you giving us today?
Um, in the PDF, yung tools that I use for being a VA/EA, and then yung tools that I use for social media management. There's some tips na parang at least I know being this if you're a newbie in the freelance world, so kailangan mo din ng parang pang-motivate. So, gumawa din ako ng onting images dun.
Sige. That's going to be very helpful, especially to those that are watching. So yeah, don't forget to ayan, comment. Yeah, share this and comment share
This,
so that you can
if
get
you're a
giveaway.
new
Ay, teka lang. Pin ko lang muna itong comment na to. There we go. Yeah, so that's going to be very helpful. The tools and tips to be a better executive VA and social media manager. That's Janelle's personal tools, her personal tips. Yeah, share this with your friends and family. Share this on your wall, and let's share the story with more people. So, greeting some people tonight. Joanna, hello. Kanina pa naghihintay. Excited masyado. Jing, Geraldine's from Cabuyao. Jamila, hello. Ernesto, AT, Gracie, Rosalinda, Jing, Jamila, Jenicel, Anna Serviano, Jing, Manolin, nice. Okay, guys, so let's so we're gonna jump right in. Okay, we're gonna jump right into the story. I'm sure Janelle has a lot to share with us, and are you guys excited? You're excited to hear her story, and here, actually, the lighting isn't doing ano, kasi ang ganda ni Janelle, pero hindi masyado.
Ala! Sige, wait lang po. Flashlight.
Sige, flashlight.
Wait lang.
Yeah, that's better. Ayan. Siya masyado
Ayan.
madilim.
May shadow lang.
May shadow, or that's a lot better. Ayan, so there. So let's get started. So Janelle, share with us your story, how you got started, and well, let's start muna. Before you went into freelancing, what you were doing, and then yung mga struggles, yung experiences mo dun before you went into freelancing.
Okay po. So, I started off as a recruitment assistant for an agency. We send carpenters, yung mga engineers, we send them to KSA and then Saudi. So, I stayed there for 3 years as a recruitment assistant. So, basically, paperwork, more on admin. And then, nag-progress siya as I nagka-client, kasi yung clients namin will fly here to do the final interview sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So, I used to help with that until, yun nga, I wanted to do something more. So, I transferred to a different company, brokerage firm naman siya. And then, I'm a listing specialist. I get yung mga taong naghahanap ng bahay, ng condo, yung requirements, and then to make sure na para yung nahanap nilang condo, the same as dun sa condo, may offer namin for them. And
Local
then,
Pilipinas.
yes, dito lang sa Philippines. And then after that, nag-transfer ulit ako kasi the company was losing money na. So, nag-file sila ng bankruptcy. So isa ako dun sa mga tao na na-lay off kasi they kept a small number of people.
Mm-mm.
And then after that, naging HR naman ako sa marketing, isang marketing agency na medyo hindi kami nagkaintindihan ng boss ko kasi there is actually nalaman ko na online casino pala yung business nila. Pero later on na yun, which is hindi sila registered. And then, it was difficult to work with them na parang onting mali mo lang na syempre, learning curve. So, onting mali, you'd be transferred to another job responsibility na parang, it was difficult to work kasi parang bawal ka magkamali. And then, nag-start yung freelance exposure ko was because of my mom. My mom naman was an executive for a property management company. So, director na siya. And then, she felt na she was tired. So, after no, sabi niya, she wants to check yung online business. So, ganyan. Tapos, syempre, yung initial reaction ko was, since yung training niya sa akin is, before you transfer to another job, you're supposed to have a parang solid job offer na hindi ka matitenga. So, binalik ko din sa kanya yung tinuro niya sa akin na may ano ba, may security ba na mag-online freelancer tayo and all that. So sabi niya, oo, kasi ganito, ganyan. In-enumerate na niya. Hanggang sa, yun nga, napagod na ako dun sa work ko. So sabi ko, sige, mag-freelancer ako. And then, that was the time nakita ko yung ads niyo.
So at that time, nag-freelance na yung mom mo or hindi ba?
Siya na yung nag-umpisa.
Okay.
So, dahil sa kanya, kaya ako parang, may iba pa palang ways na para kumita ka. And then, so, tinuturuan na niya ako. And then after, I believe, nung nakita ko yung ads niyo, that was January. Wala pa akong makuha clients noon. Super, as in, sabi ko, buti na lang sa videos niya, sinasabi niya na it's not like parang quick fix na pag natutunan ko na yun na yun, may pera na ako. Which is hindi naman mahirap talaga siya. So, ayun, but I felt na it was really helpful for me that time kasi malapit na ako mag-lose ng hope na parang sa kaka-career ko ba ako dito.
Mm-hmm.
So, ayun. And then, good thing, may isang client from New Zealand na nag-take ng chance with me. Na as in, parang super admin lang talaga yung alam ko. And through yung tutorials, mas na-market ko yung sarili ko better. So, yun. So, yung client na yun, I remember sharing dun sa group na papadala sana nila ako sa New Zealand. Kaso, yung problem with that arrangement was, gusto nila, friend lang ako. So, hindi ako under ng company. Kasi mas mataas daw yung expenses and all that. So, parang sabi ko, it's difficult for me, especially I'm coming from the Philippines. So, it's different yung application form ng visa. So, mas medyo sila stricto. And, sinasabi ng mom ko na baka pagka nalaman nila na employer ko pala talaga yung pupuntahan ko, baka mas magka-problem pa ako kasi hindi na ako makabiyahe ever. So sabi ko, wag na lang kasi it's too risky. So I stayed with them ng 2 years hanggang kasi they're a venture capital company. So I mostly deal with investors na I have to like parang arrange meetings for them and all that. Hanggang actually feeling ko swerte ako dun sa mga clients ko kasi super long term sila. So I have 3 clients now na long term na I started off as an admin, and then for one of my clients, she's a systems coach. So, ang dami ko talaga natututunan. So, even if mababa kasi yung rate ko initially noon. So, sabi ko, okay lang, para I believe na madami akong natututunan sa kanya. And then, ngayon, good news for me kasi I'm up for a promotion now. So,
Oh, wow.
and all
Congratulations.
that. So, ayun, yun yung journey ko. And actually, the other night, kasi yung grandmother ko na stroke.
Hey, thanks.
So, syempre, kailangan alagaan. So, sabi ko, buti na lang, I started my freelance career before pa. At least ngayon, I can take care of her.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. That's one of the perks talaga of freelancing. Na parang you have the flexibility na, in that case, naka-emergency. Diba? So yung
yes.
mother mo. It's a great thing na you're able to be there. Diba? You're able to be there to
Yes.
take care of her. So let's go back a little bit to your story. Na-curious na ko, di ba kasi your mom started freelancing? Parang,
Yes.
nag-study lang ba siya?
Sorry.
Did she just do self-study?
Hindi, she joined a different group.
Okay.
And then, dun siya na,
Pero
madami siya.
she was teaching you, di ba? Parang what she learned, she was teaching you din.
Yes.
And then, so na-curious na ako because like you had yung personal teacher ka na, yung mom mo. So what made you enroll pa rin sa bootcamp even though you had your mom personally training you?
Training. Kasi yung path niya is different. Since I've mentioned, director na yung mom ko before for when she was working in corporate. So, yung skills niya are more advanced as compared to mine. So, I felt that I needed to start at the bottom para I'd know the basics. Kasi, parang it's difficult naman na parang magjo-jump ako into a task na I don't know the basics. Paano if the client needs something na parang I don't know how to do it properly. So, sabi ko, yun na yung parang yung time na yun, yung nag-invest talaga ako na parang sabi ko, I really need this, na I know naman na she's teaching me, and nakatulong din yung tinuro niya sa akin, pero I just really wanted to make sure that my foundations are strong.
Okay, that's good to hear. Parang, yeah, you're right. Your mom had different. Sorry, and it's good she was able to translate her skills that she learned sa property management company
Yes.
to freelancing. But yeah, you had to start, diba? You had a different path, and you wanted to learn yung basic skills. So that's great. At least I'm happy na from that you were able to learn yung basic skills sa bootcamp.
Oo, super helpful siya, and parang minsan pag may nakakalimutan ako. Actually, the reason why I like training videos kasi there are times na parang, syempre, lubog ka na doon sa other work mo eh. So, pagka kunyari, ito gawin mo. Tapos parang, ano nga ba nagawa ito? Tapos, go back to the videos. Na parang, okay, sige. Tapos, i-apply ko na siya. Yung ganon. So, I enjoy yung mga videos.
That's really great to hear. Really great to hear. So, but diba, you said diba when you were you saw like the VA bootcamp ads nung January 2017, diba?
Yes.
January 2017. But even before that, you started training now with your mom. And when you first started, you were struggling, diba?
Yes.
You were, and I remember before nung sa group before, parang it was a challenge. You were sharing that it was a challenge at first. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because marami tayong mga members, mga students who also go through that process, diba? And nakaka-discourage, diba? When you're going through that process at that time. I remember parang muntik ka na mag-give up. There was a time na muntik ka na mag-give up before. No?
Yes, oo. Parang minsan nga, sobrang nalulungkot na ako na hindi ako makahanap na client. Sorry din sa mga nag-share na yung success nila. I know they don't mean anything naman. Pero sabi ko, bakit buto pa sila nakakuha sila ng client kagad. Pero I know na it's yung negative feelings ko lang na nagsasalita na parang imbes na isupport ko sila, nainggit ako. As in, super inggit talaga ako. Tapos nasistress din ako sa expenses sa house. Na parang, syempre yung na-save kong money is already running out. Syempre kasi I have to yung mga kailangan mo palengke, may kailangan ako maglagay ng pagkain sa ref, yung ganon. So, na-stress ako, but what kept me going was yung what in one of your videos you mentioned na it's not easy, na talagang mahirap siya to find clients, but may mag-yes din sa'yo. At tapos ano pa, one time, so syempre Upwork pa tayo nun eh, di ba?
Oo.
So, naban ako sa Upwork.
Oh, yeah.
Naban ako sa Upwork. Sabi, shit, paano ako maghanap ng trabaho hanggang sa naghanap na ako ng ibang platform. Ayun, doon ako nakakahanap ng clients, and also ay naghanap din ng clients sa Facebook.
Oo. Well, it's good to hear you still persevere, di ba? Kahit nung time na yun, you got banned from Upwork, bago pa yung banning at that time na ban ka sa
Oo.
Upwork.
Oo.
And then,
kasi parang they pay for the connects yata or something. So sabi ko, buti na lang din, hindi na ako nag-Upwork. yun yung opinion ko. Kasi parang sabi ko, it's difficult na nga to look for work. Tapos magbaban pa.
oo, nakaka-discourage talaga. But yeah, and you're right, diba? When and it's normal though, when we see yung mga success stories, especially sa members group of students, we see it, and then naka-client sila. Pero what we don't see then is sa iba, diba? What they don't share is the struggle that they went through as well. So we only see the happy moments. Pero like in your case, which is why it's great to share. Like yung story mo, it's great to share. Also the struggles, because the struggles are real, diba? They
yes, super.
And you went through yun nga, you enrolled and then naban yung Upwork mo, but diba, right now you can say, is it worth it pa yung pinagdaanan mo?
Oo naman, kasi parang yun nga, as I said earlier, na parang buti na lang I started 3 years ago yung freelance career ko, na at least now, hindi ako scramble for time to spend time with my grandmother. And I get to spend time also with my mother. Na when I was younger, we didn't have a really good relationship. So through freelancing, mas umokay na kami nung, syempre, tumanda ako, yung mga nawala yung teenage angst ko. Pero mas na-strengthen siya.
So, dahil sa freelancing, wow.
Yes. Oo, kasi parang, syempre kami dalawa na lang. So, pagka kunyari, they're frustrating clients na may inis. Kasi syempre parang siya yung ka-office mate ko. So, parang nakakainis dito sa ganito. So, I get to vent out also. So, the same din yung mom ko.
Oh, that's really good, but you have that relationship and you're kind of working together. So that's really great setup that you have there. Well, if we fast forward a bit, how long did it take for you to get your first client? Like from the time that you started trying, I guess, which is even before the bootcamp, no, before you even enrolled.
Siguro after, kasi including na yung pag-aaral ko sa bootcamp, so yung mga 6-8 months.
6 to 8 months, ganun.
Yeah.
And I remember you really went through a struggle talaga. I remember that time, but that challenge 6 to 8 months. You see, that Janelle is already a social media extraordinaire right now. Diba?
Oo. Na medyo na-stress ako dun sa title na yun. Pero sige. Kasi parang feeling ko I'm still not an expert. Or baka I choose to see it that way then. Kasi parang it pushes me to continue on learning. Kasi I believe. And mind you, I don't like studying. When I started freelancing, dun lang ako parang, pagka kunyari may hinain sa akin bagong software, I shared in my profile, I think last 2 weeks ago, na parang pag si client nagbigay ng application and you don't know how to use it, wala kang choice, kailangan mo siyang pag-aralan. And freelancing has taught me na studying never stops. And I always have to keep investing on myself, in my skills, para at least yung skills and yung services na na-provide ko for my clients are, alam mo yun, number one, na maski sabihin nila na, because I see then na other comments from other clients who are looking for VAs na yung mga taga-Philippines, bigla sila nawawala. And one of my goals is to prove them wrong na hindi lahat naman ng freelancers are like that. Na there are good people who actually does the work and you'll get your money's worth.
That's great. That's great that we need to improve the reputation talaga sa mga Filipino freelancers. Kasi that's normal. That's what we did. Na-experience ko din yun na like when mga Filipinos kasi we like to please people, diba? It's part of our culture na, oh, pwede kong gawin yan, no problem, sir. And then when they give us a task, parang, "Uy, I don't know how to do this." Kaya biglang mawawala kasi they get scared. Rather than saying na, di ko alam to, they'd rather just disappear. But yeah, it's great to hear that you also want to change that perception. Sige, going to the comments here. I'm just going over the comments here. See, Joanna is saying, hirap po ng ganyang client na blame lahat ng mali sa worker kahit may pagkukulang naman sila. And I think that's very common. Well, in my experience, mga Asian companies, like in the Philippines, yung culture. But when dealing, I know with you, Janelle, but when dealing with mga Western clients, I feel na masyadong different yung culture. Yung blame is not really there or not there as much.
Actually, kaka-experience ko lang yan. So, I applied for a job na VA and all yung job responsibilities niya, I'm currently doing. So, she said she wanted somebody has yung attention to detail nandun. And then she made me slides. She wanted me to do slides in Canva. So, sabi ko, okay, sige, I'll do it. Pinalo ko yung gusto niya. And before actually finishing yung slides, nanghingi muna ako ng feedback na, is this how you want it? Para at least yung first few slides na ako gumawa, makita niya and can give me comments na how to improve it or how she wants it done. So yun, may comment na. Hanggang because sa sobrang I wanted to make sure na meron din kasing pinagawa sa akin yung approval for the groups na to make sure na female sila yung requirements. And may mga taong hindi nagbigay ng email. So ang dami kong tanong just to make sure I'm able to do my job properly. Ngayon, so hindi nagparamdam, nag-thank you siya for yung work na ginawa ko, ganyan. After a few days, nag-reassign na siya ng task dun sa other person. Sabi ko, okay, sige. So, baka ayaw niya yung gawin ko. So, I waited for her kasi parang she doesn't like yung too many questions. Na parang nandun na yung instructions pero for me, it's still not enough na parang may tanong pa ako yung ganon. So, I wanted to make sure na tama yung work ko. So yun, so afterwards sabi niya, I was being dishonest, I was taking advantage of her. Na trial period lang kami. Sabi ko, so syempre na-offend ako kasi parang trabaho ko yun ginawa ko lang naman yung gusto mo ng attention to detail. May attention to detail naman yung ginawa ko, I double check ganyan, hindi daw ganun yung gusto niya. So sabi ko na lang, yung reply ko na sa email niya, sabi ko, kinompose ko muna syempre yung feelings ko. Sabi ko, it doesn't mean that I took that long. It meant that I was being dishonest and I was taking advantage of you. It just means that we're not a good fit. And being a freelancer, it means that my foundation is trust and honesty. And all the work that I did I was being honest at that time. Tapos blinak ko na lang siya para hindi siya mag-reply sa akin. I'm sorry, pero blinak ko talaga siya sa Skype kasi parang ayoko na sumama yung araw ko. I mean, ginawa ko naman yung dapat kong gawin. So, if that's your opinion, so hindi tayo fit. Hindi ko naman isisiksik yung sarili ko.
Oo. I think you handled it really well naman. Tama naman yung ginawa mo na at least you responded, di ba? Hindi ka lang nag-disappear. At least you responded and explained your side. Kasi di ba, I guess, tama naman, hindi kayo fit ng client. Yung personality nyo is just very different yung expectations. But yeah, that's a good story to share na yung experience mo na ganun. And we all experience, I guess we go through those mga ganyan mga clients, yung mga medyo weird na clients, weird na experiences.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm looking at the comments here. Si Anna Serbiano, sabi niya, Walang madali kahit anong field talaga. Push lang lagi. Pray, persevere until something happens. Great, great. There's a question here from Henros Miranda. Bear with me exaggerating a bit, but what would be the worst thing to happen if we apply for at least 80 unique online job posts a day? Grabe naman yung 80. Sige, what would you say, Janelle?
Kasi ako, I try to like siguro 2 to 3 applications a day. One, kasi for somebody siguro na starting, kaya siguro 80 yung comment niya. Pero kasi when I was trying to apply, I tried to, sorry, si Bixby.
Siri.
I tried to limit it kasi I wanted to, to make my cover letter powerful, na mapansin nila ako. Na there was this one time I applied for another position sa Facebook na bigyan ako ng compliment because ako lang yung nagpasa ng cover letter. Ako lang yung nagpasa ng resume at the same time. And ayun, I wanted to make sure na yung ipapasa ko dun sa kanilang application. Maski hindi sila mag-yes sa akin, basta at least I know I did yung research ko properly, tama yung wordings ko, na-match ko yung skills ko dun sa kailangan nila. So yun, so siguro for a newbie, I think yung application ko that time, siguro 5 na yung pinakamadami a day. Kasi, because Upwork is strict. 5 connects lang yung ginagamit ko.
Hindi maban, hindi mo ubos yung connects or hindi maban.
Oo. Yes, nagtitipid ako ng connects nun.
And well, tama naman yung sinabi mo kanina na we shouldn't apply too much, I guess. And in your case, when we teach this naman sa bootcamp now, you shouldn't use, kasi the tendency is, and I've done this before when I applied for jobs before, na parang paramihan, the more chances of winning. Kasi ganun yung mindset. Parang raffle or parang lotto lang ganun. Na the more you submit, the more chances of winning. Pero when it comes to freelancing, that's not really true. Kasi what you're gonna do, most likely, is you're gonna use the same cover letter, di ba? I've done 50 in one day na what I did is the same thing, same resume, same cover letters, lahat. But if you actually take the time, to do your research, like I said, diba? To personalize, to customize the cover letter, and to put in the effort, do your best effort, that's when you can really increase your chances. Because it's not quantity, it's actually quality. Yung quality ng cover letters mo, that really matter. So yeah, that's probably the worst thing, is that your cover letters might be ignored. And well, in the case of Upwork ngayon, may bayad na yung connect. So if you can apply to 80 job posts today, mahal lang.
Oo nga. Baka maubos na yung bulsa mo.
Oo. Sige. By the way, guys, so yeah, we're around halftime of the show. So just reminding everybody, go ahead and Janelle has her free PDF that she's already prepared for you guys, and she wants to share with you. All you have to do is share this and comment share. She's gonna share her best practices, her tools and tips as an executive VA and social media manager. So don't forget to do that. Comment, share, and share it, and comment, share in the comments down below. And if you have any questions for Janelle or also for me, please feel free to ask them. We'll cover them in this Jas Success interview. Just looking at Geraldine's comment here. I feel you, Mr. Janelle. There was a time nung nakaka 1 month na ako ng DIY hustle challenge. Ikaw, when you started, wala pang hustle challenge.
Wala pa.
Oo. Sabi na ko, paano na ito ang tagal ko naman makakaroon ng client, tapos yung iba pang post ng meron ng client. Pero sabi ng coaches, think positive. Set your frame of mind positive and think darating din yung client for me. It takes, everybody has their own schedule din, diba? Everything in due time, diba? So let's go ahead and talk about your social media experience. So you're working with 2 or 3 clients now. How many clients do you have at the
For
moment?
social media, I used to work for two coaches, more on parang mindset, more on soul. Mas connecting kasi sila sa soul. So, pagka na-elevate ko yung soul, mas magaganda yung business and all that. So, I used to do that for two coaches. And then I also have one local social media management dun sa friend ko na wedding events planner. So, yeah.
Okay. So go ahead.
Social media, yes. So, Facebook and Instagram management. So, content yon, mostly content management. And for yung local ko, I'm the one who comes up with the content, with the captions, with the hashtags. And with social media, I have to enroll in a different class or parang training videos. So, at that time, yun, parehas pa rin kami nung mom ko. Nag-enroll kami at the same time. So, I think kasi with social media, it's a continuous learning. Kasi palagi may bagong trend, palagi may bago kay Facebook, palagi may bago kay Instagram, yung algorithm nila nagbabago. So, I try to, as much as possible, keep up yung sa mga bagong trends nila. Nagsusubscribe ako yung mga social media na kalimutan ko yung pangalan nila. Pero, nakasubscribe ako sa mga social media gurus.
Ka talaga.
Sorry. Nag-blank ko yung mga pangalan nila sa akin. Pero, yun, sinabi, ano ba yan? Si Neil Patel, nakasubscribe ako kay Neil Patel. Nakasubscribe ako kay HubSpot kasi they always come up with newsletters and letting me know na ito yung bagong trend and all that. So, ayun, I find ways. Nakakatawa kasi ayoko mag-aaral. Ngayon, ako na yung naghahanap ko ano yung pag-aaralan ko.
Yung freelancing, ito talaga yung freelancing na to, no?
Oo, doon ko siya nakita yung, buti pala, nung bata ako, medyo pinipilit na ako kasi yung mom ko, nung bata ako, I really didn't want to study. Kung may choice ako, nag-drop out ako sa high school. But since yung mindset is you have to be a college graduate to have good work, good pay, so tinapos ko siya. Pero I never loved studying until freelancing. So, yun.
So now you can say na you love studying na ganun.
Oo. Weird na ngayon ko lang siya nakita yung love ko for studying. Pero yun.
See, freelancing has changed you na into becoming a better person.
Oo nga. Kaya yun. So, sige.
So yung di ba you're working with you said 2 clients, di ba, yung local and yung international, or yung local and yung foreign client. Can you kind of, I guess, walk us through what you do, I guess, on a daily basis, or let's say a weekly or daily basis, anong whatever routine you have for these clients, so that our audience can also get an idea of what it is to be a social media manager.
Okay. So when I was working dun sa two coaches na yun, I was in charge of making sure. Kasi ayaw nila ako yung gagawa ng content. Gusto nila spontaneous. So every time na magpo-post sila sa Facebook, I have to transfer it immediately sa Instagram. Tapos, I have to make sure, ako na bahala dun kung paano ko ipopost sa stories nila, including kung may bago silang ipopost dun sa wall nila. I have to make sure na gagawa ko dun sa stories nila ng new post. O kaya swipe up, gano'n. So, I was the one who, kunyari, I start off yung sa first client ko, I normally spend at least an hour or 2 to make sure na lahat ng comments, lahat ng pwede kong i-like, malalike ko. And then, ayun, very simple lang, very straightforward yung work ko. Pag nag-post sa Facebook, post sa Instagram, post sa stories, and make sure may swipe up. And on a daily basis, pag nawala na yung previous story ko dun sa group nila na para to grow, I have to make sure na may post siya right away and may swipe up link. Pag nag-live sila, I have to download the live video and then transfer naman sa Instagram ng IGTV nila. Medyo primitive pa yung pag-try ko ng ng transferring kasi hindi pa ako makahanap ng perfect na application sa kay Google na ma-edit ko siya properly the way that I want it na pag sa phone. Because I find it easier pag sa phone ko kasi siya ginagawa compared pag sa yung extensions ni Google. So yun, tapos mag-transfer ako dun sa isang coach, ganun din, transfer lang ako, same lang. Pero yung dun sa second, I always do hashtag research. Para nag-iiba yung hashtag niya, tsaka kung ano yung mas madaming postings na makakapansin mo sa hashtag niya. Ayun. And then, for my local client naman, kasi very lang yun very simple, wala kang kailangan na, kasi yung comments, gusto niya siya yung gumawa. And yung mga messages. So, pag may nagbe-message sa Instagram or Facebook nila, may template na ako na this inbox is not being monitored, kindly forward your inquiry to this email. Yun lang yung isi-send ko. Pero yung management ng postings nila, ako yung nagka-come up. So, I normally do it like, I pass 1 month ahead. So, ginagawa ko siya. Mag-start ako let's say, kunyari ngayon, nag-start ako on July 15. Yung target ko is mapass ko yung content ng July 17. Para by the time na approve na siya, okay na yung content ko for August.
Okay.
So, mostly, gusto ko advance. Para at least, advance ko siya na sa schedule. Gamit kasi namin Hootsuite. So, both for Facebook and for Instagram.
Okay.
Ayun. Wala pa akong very heavy na social media management. Pero, I applied once for a social media guru na one of the tests was yung process ng tao. So, I came up with their customer avatar, yung buyer's persona. Isa lang yun. Customer journey. And then I have to come up din yung content calendar nila. So,
yeah, and that's more advanced. Parang that's the more advanced na social media management na style. No?
Yung planning din Pero that's what I want to para makascore talaga ng client. Kasi syempre, medyo ginawa ko na siya dito sa local client ko na I have to come up yung journey nila kung paano yung mahahanap yung Pero I also want yung mismong planning. Mas may experience kasi syempre, yun nga, I know social media is a continuous way of learning things. Pero, yeah.
Yeah, that's always that's a very interesting, it's a very interesting field, I'd say. Itong going through that whole creating customer avatar, buyer journey, and then all of that. In terms, I wonder, was it HubSpot ba yung parang HubSpot uses that a lot diba, in their trainings?
Yes, meron din sila kasama. Tapos parang with HubSpot, ang dami nilang tutorials na ang dami. I started studying yung inbound marketing nila and it's really interesting. So, pagtapos mag-jump na naman ako sa ibang video topics.
Pero certified ka na sa inbound marketing?
Malapit na ako matapos. Pero onti na lang. Pagkatapos nun, actually nakapila na siya sa akin kung ano yung pag-aaralan ko. Lilipat mo na ako kay Facebook Blueprint, tapos pagkatapos nun, kaya na.
Wow,
basta nakapila siya.
Dami mong pinag-aralan.
Oo. I said nga earlier, kailangan madami akong matutunan para I can do my job properly.
Oh, that's great to hear. At least you're really living that the continuous learning as a freelancer. So I'm looking back at the comments here, and we have Jacqueline Arsenio is asking, how do you handle negative feedback from clients?
Yung clients, kasi I always ask for feedback. Okay lang sa akin kung positive, negative. Pag negative, I always try to find a way on how I can resolve the problem. Tatanong ko na kung ano gusto nila, kung do you think na, sige, yung isa ko kasing work dun sa systems coach is transcription. And medyo nagka-problem kasi kami with the software na gamit namin, si Temi. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with it. So Temi already creates kung ano yung nadinig niya doon sa audio, tina-transcribe na niya. But yung words, there are funny words that aren't supposed to be there, so I have to edit it. So nagloloko siya for a couple of weeks and months na ang dami kong backlog ng transcription, and then my client was already panicking. Sabi ko, sige, what we can do is I can work on the newer audio transcripts para the clients won't have a problem going back to it, para they can take notes of their action steps. Always present a solution. Huwag kang matatakot na magsabi kung anong tingin mo yung solution. Kasi maski sabihin natin at the end of the day, you're still the one who's doing the job, but you also have to make sure that you're doing it properly. So if you see client thinks na you're not doing this, ganyan, tapos dinaldalan ka na, just listen and then try to find a way na to make him or her feel better. Na ito na yung solution, is it okay with you?
Okay, that's a great way to approach negative feedback, or especially when you're still working with a client and you receive that. Parang you have that backup plan, you have that alternative approach. Parang always present a solution. Right? That's really good. Na hindi lang ay wala, diba? There's always that solution. Sige. Where is I here? Joanna, yung client ko sobrang toxic, nag-email na ako sa Upwork kung pwede siya end contract. Like kung may LQ. May LQ sila ng client. Yeah. And that's a bit tough. Diba? And as freelancer, like in your case, diba, Janelle, your other front trial client, we have the freedom to kind of choose our own clients we work with. Unlike before, diba, when you were working in that yung marketing agency, tama ba yun?
Oo.
No,
Yes.
Parang you didn't have a choice na, diba? Because you can't have multiple clients or multiple work. Dito in freelancing, you can have multiple clients naman. So you can be a little bit picky din.
Mm-hmm. At saka parang if they don't like, parang hindi ko na, ako kasi ayoko na pagsiksik. Yung personality ko kasi ayoko na pagsiksikan kung ayaw. Kung humiti ka, edi hindi. Ganon. So, I apply it then with the clients that I apply to. Pero bago ko layasan yung isang client, kailangan may kapalit na ako. Same principle nung nag-a-apply ako, pero I can have multiple clients na para at least hindi ako pilay.
Mm-mm.
Kasi syempre, mahirap mapilay, may mga pinapakain din tayo.
Yeah, tama naman din. But with freelancing, you can have, diba? There's more parang more choices talaga. See,
Yes.
sabi ni Jing, we are not a good fit. That's actually a good way to handle a client who wants to use you as a scapegoat. Parang kumuha lang ng VA para maghanap ng sisihin pag nagkapalakpakan na. Palpakan
Yes.
na. Sige. Nag-share si Joanne ano nangyari. May updates. 2 to 3, Brenda's 2 to 3 applications a day sa online jobs.ph. Oh, by the way, you mentioned earlier na aside from Upwork, diba, nung naban ka sa Upwork, you went through Facebook groups then, pero
Yes.
you also use another platform. What platform can you share? What platform you use?
Talent Hub staff. Pero parang, lately kasi medyo onti yung postings for VAs, more in for technical, yung nakikita ko, for technical VAs yung nahanap nila yung mga web developers and stuff like that. But, may backup din ako na online jobs PH. Pero, I try to find yung mga clients na negotiable yung amount kasi online jobs is also known na maliit lang yung binibigay sa Filipino freelancers. But there are also clients na willing to negotiate.
Yeah, you negotiate a higher rate.
Yes. Minsan nakakatakot pagka bago ka nag-negotiate na para saan tumanggap sila. Pero you just have to stand your ground and know yung worth ng services na ibibigay mo sa kanila.
Yeah. Know the worth like of your service. Do you have any tips for? Because I know that's something that I guess culturally we're scared of, diba? Hindi tayo sanay. We don't ask for raises sa trabaho kasi corporate. It's not something we usually do. What would you say? What would you say are like some best practices in knowing your worth and negotiating rates?
Kunyari, let's say, yung current work ko is a social media manager. Yung basic lang. So, syempre, I want more experience. I apply for another social media management na, kunyari, medyo dagdag yung basic, tas onting intermediate tasks. I do muna the task ng yung rate na gusto nila. And then, pag na-exceed ko na yung KPIs, na-exceed ko na yung expectations nila, that's the time that I would ask for a raise na saying na ito yung na-accomplish ko. Or pagka-vibes naman kayo ni client na pwede kayong friendship lang yung mag-usap, you can just ask them. Kasi there are clients who wants na direct yung VA nila. Kasi like with my experience, yung client na na-tsempohan ko, she wants a VA na parang sinustock siya. She wants a VA na hindi pa niya ginagawa, alam ko na yung dapat kong gawin. So, yun yung client na madaling kausap, can I get a raise if I exceed your KPIs and this is why? So, yun, there are generous clients and may clients lang talaga na kailangan mo listahin na ito yung accomplishments ko sa past, like let's say, 5 or 6 months. Ganon. Kailangan mo lang talaga tatagan yung sarili mo kasi minsan nakakatakot or nakaka-intimidate sila client na parang, bakit? Yung ganon. Pero you also have to parang tell them na I need this, ganito, ganyan. Yung ganon.
And like what you said, diba, proving yourself na oh, this is what I was able to accomplish. Diba? That's very good. It's a very good way to ask for a raise kasi you have proof naman talaga na you're worth it. Diba? Hindi lang, you're not just saying it na, oy, bigyan mo ko ng raise. You actually have yung substantial evidence. Diba?
Yeah, kaya I make sure din na pagka kunyari, yung client ko is doing a certain thing na parang ginawa niya dito, pero hindi niya ginawa dito. So, sasabihin ko, can we do this since you did this before? Na parang we can make it into a system na. So, yun. Most, I try to be 1 or 2 steps ahead of them.
I know the clients talaga. And that's a very good practice, I'd say, of a higher value freelancer like yourself na who thinks in that way, na who can make recommendations to clients. Because when we start freelancing, normally when we're VAs, we start as freelancing, we're scared to make recommendations. Parang whatever the client says, gawin mo lang, ganun lang, diba? But as we evolve and as we grow, diba, we get to the point na, oy, Mr. Client, diba, I noticed na ganito, diba, can we do this, like what you're doing, and you make recommendations. And that's when you're actually a lot more valuable to your clients. When you're more comfortable telling them what you think mismo. You're not just a robot na, gawin mo to. Say, you do it. But you think on your own then for their business.
Yeah. I'd like lang to share kasi yung client ko was looking for a client success manager. So, admin lang kasi ako dito for this client. So, nakita ko dun sa job posting niya, dahil na-chismosa ako na yun naman yung gusto niya.
Stop mo yung client mo.
And then, stalk ko siya talaga. May nakikita ko, job posting, ganito yun. Kasi I'm the one kasi managing her emails. So, nakita ko doon, your job posting is approved. So, tinignan ko, search ko. Kasi sabi ko, parang lahat halos lang other works ko nandito sa tao to. So, chinat ko siya. Sabi ko, I saw that you're looking for a client success manager and some of my work, some of my responsibilities are her responsibilities. So, dahil straight to the point naman sa ko, are you replacing me?
Diretso
Talaga kasi okay sa kanya yung ganun eh. And being a systems coach na parang she saw it as a positive trait of mine na asset sa kanya yun. Kasi I'm not another problem that she's gonna have to deal with kasi may mga VAs na pag nakita yun, mag-resign na. Na parang,
Discouraging.
pag tinanong bakit, kasi you're replacing me with another person rather than asking them na kung papalitan ka ba. So yun. So, on my part, naging positive siya sa client na she doesn't have to bother na parang na magiging problem pa ako na maghanap na naman siya ng another VA. So, yun.
So, ano sabi ni client?
Sinabi niya, no, I'd like you to stay with me for a long period of time. Wait lang, basahin ko.
Yung message andun pa.
Oo, kasi screenshot ko siya kasi magandang testimonial siya. Wait lang, let me find it lang. Favorite ko kasi siyang comment sa akin. Kasi I believe super compliment siya sa akin. Wait lang, sorry, ang dami kong screenshot.
Sige, okay lang.
Ayan, sabi ko. So sabi niya, by the way, if ever I feel like you're not doing a good job or I'm thinking of letting go of you or replacing you, I will let you know a long time before and then you can try to fix it. Sabi niya, it will never be a surprise. You've been doing a great job. I wouldn't want you to leave me at all. So, maski siguro tumanda na ako, hindi niya ako bibitawan. Hopefully, kasi better. Ongoing yung income sa akin. Sabi niya, and yes, I'll definitely be letting go of stuff. So, more of parang nagkaroon na kami ng client ko ng relationship. Na dahil sa pagiging income.
Sa feedback na yun.
Oo. Na wish ko din na sana makahanap din yung fellow freelancers natin na ganong client. Kasi feeling ko, ang swerte ko dun sa mga kliyente ko na ang babait.
But it goes both ways naman din. I think it's not just the clients, but also the freelancers or the VAs na have the right personality. Diba? Like sabi mo sa isang client, you're not a fit. Diba? Baka iba yung hinahanap niya, somebody who just does work and doesn't ask questions. Pero in your case, you have your own personality, and then your personality matches with like the clients you have right now. So it's a two-way relationship. I think everything is always a two-way relationship. Na ganun. It's always going to be a fit or going to be a match. We look at ano pala 7:52 na pala. Didn't notice the time.
Ko, sorry.
It's good sharing naman, diba? Diba guys, it's great sharing. You guys, are you learning a lot? Are you getting good experiences? Good information. Sige, let's I'll go through. I might not be able to ask all the questions here, but let's go through some. Some of these have already been answered na rin kasi, so I won't ask them again. What's a reasonable rate daw for social media manager position?
I started off as $8 for one platform. Kasi hindi, I believe, and tinuro din sa akin na $5 will not cut all the other stuff na they want you to do. Kasi minsan nami-mix nila client ang social media manager sa social media marketer. Na most likely, ang ipopost nilang job posting is social media manager. Pero yung job description is social media marketer. Na you have to be the one to come up with the content plan, yung execution, stuff like that. So yun, I started off as $8 and slowly, pagka nakakuha ko ng bagong client, tinataasan ko siya. Ginagawa ko siyang 10 hanggang sa umabot ako ng 20, 30. Yun.
Ayos. So you're around, ang ganda ng rate at 30. That's a really good rate.
Pero yun, hindi pa ako dumadating doon. Pero medyo lower pa ako doon. Pero yung goal ko kasi is, umabot ako ng 30. Kasi syempre, I do research. Since nagusto ko mag-aaral ngayon, I do research. Yung parang pinaka-basic pa nga with other countries are $30. Kaya yun. So may nag-comment sa akin na parang, kasi syempre nag-a-apply din ako to learn yung how to be a VA na international yung mentors. parang medyo na weirduhan lang ako dun sa comment. Pero sige, I'll share it na parang I'm in the Philippines, so yung exchange rate for me is higher, very high down. So I corrected that person na parang it doesn't mean na the exchange rate is high. I won't be given the same treatment as the other international VAs na ito yung base. Kasi parang I think yung basic sa kanila is $20. Samantalang pag Filipino, nakikita ko dun sa comment nila, quote nila ng mga 5, 3, pinaka-low na lang nakita ko mga 2. So parang,
Mga ganyan.
ayoko naman na ma-bracket sa ganun. Maski I'm in the Philippines, I know I can provide value.
Oo, diba? And it's the value that matters naman talaga actually, diba? It's what you bring to the table. Kasi when we buy a cell phone, diba? iPhone, it's the same price. Diba? In the US, it's the same price here. So it's what they get out of it and what you bring to the table, what value you bring. Sige, let me. I guess this is a good question to ask. Geraldine's asking, what do you usually reply to clients kung medyo, I guess you're not knowledgeable about the task na ibinigay sa'yo?
Yung isang coach na client ko, she wanted me to do graphics design. Pero hanggang Canva lang yung talent ko. So, sinasabi ko sa kanya, I tell them straight na parang, especially yung mga ganong technical tasks, I don't parang give them the hope na kaya ko siyang gawin. Kasi yung end product, hindi ko yung expert dun. Sabi ko, look for a graphic artist because it's not my expertise. Sorry, medyo gamitin niyo na lang yung words mo. Kasi medyo direct ako magsabi. Pero, ganun kasi, sorry talaga. Pero yun.
That's who you are, di ba?
Oo, direct kasi ako na parang pero syempre na nice way ko naman sinasabi, pero pag ako kasi nagsabi, sige, I'm not a graphic artist, you have to look for a graphic artist so that you'd have a better image, better outcome ng gusto mong mangyari. Kasi if ipupush mo sa akin yan, nothing will happen. Yun, pero yung mga simpleng, kunyari, software, like currently may bagong pinag-aaralan na project management system na naiinis ako kasi bago siya for me. Pero ginagawa ko, nanonood ako ng videos, nag-check ako ng tutorial mismo ng project management yun, yung Podio. So, nasanay ka, better kasi sa akin ang Trello and Asana. It's easier for me, it's very visual. So, si Podio is more, I find it more complicated. But, hindi ako pwede magreklamo kay client na palitan niyo yung project management system kasi ayoko sa kanya. No. Cannot. So, I have to learn. Yung bago kong client ngayon na more on client onboarding kasi yung task ko. So, dun sila naglalagay. So, ayun.
Yeah, and that's right. You can watch tutorials. I think that's a very good practice talaga. There's this one. I'll just answer here, and we're going to close in a little bit. Roland's asking my question for Jason. How about exploiting the knowledge of steno into the work of transcription? I think it would be good or even better than encoding of what you hear from the video. So yeah, whatever advantage you have, Rolando, if you know about stenography, and I don't know about that, but if you have existing knowledge that you can use to make your work better and work faster, why not, diba? Use your skills, use whatever skills you have. Okay, so we have 1 minute. We're probably gonna go like a couple of minutes beyond 8 o'clock. But as we close out right now, I just want to ask, like, what piece of advice can you leave with our viewers, those who are watching, whether they're newbies or aspiring freelancers or existing freelancers? What advice can you give them?
Just keep going. I enjoy yung wala lang yung image sa kanya. I always enjoy yung image na yung alam mo yung naghukay, yung sa top, yung may naghuhukay na tumigil, and then yung nasa ilalim, naghuhukay pa rin siya hanggang sa makahanap siya ng gold yata yun or gem. So, Ayun. Ako, I always think, onting kembot na lang. Dadating na si client. Okay, onting kembot na lang, matataas ko na naman yung rate ko. Yung ganun. So, I set small goals for myself and just keep going. Kasi mahirap talaga ang freelancing if you want to think it's difficult na pag ano ka sa negativities, it's really gonna be difficult for you. But, onting kembot na lang, mahanap mo na si perfect client for you.
And I guess you're a great testimony to that. Na ikaw, you went through a pretty challenging phase when you first started. Diba? It took you time to
Mm-hmm.
get clients. You got banned from Upwork. You felt very discouraged. There was a time you felt very discouraged. But look where you are right now. I in my opinion, you're a successful freelancer. You're doing really well for yourself, diba? And I'm proud of where you are today. So, diba? You've gone uh, pretty far, diba? You've gone really far from where you started. Sige, sige. So,
Siyempre, thanks to you guys din kasi if weren't for the bootcamp, I wouldn't know the basics din.
yeah,
Ay,
that's
also
great.
yun, know the basics din pala, sorry.
Know the basics then. Yeah, those
Yes.
are great pieces of advice. I totally agree. And I was able to find yung image na sinabi mo. Teka lang, hanapin ko dito. Ayan, ito, di ba? This is, wait lang, share screen. Di ba, this is what you're talking about.
Yes, yes. So,
So,
onting kembot na lang, mararating mo din yun.
just a little bit more. Itong the guy on the bottom, di ba? Parang konti na lang. He would have hit the diamonds, the mine of diamonds. Anyway, well, as we close out today, just a couple of reminders for everybody here. This coming July 26th, so this coming Friday, this is in the VA Bootcamp members group. So if you're a VA Bootcamp member, you attend this for free. If you're not, then you have to become a member. Dea Panganiban is going to share in our SkillX webinar, navigating Shopify and ticketing platform for customer service. So that's a very good skill to have. And thank you, Dea, for sharing this with the rest of our members. This coming Saturday, there is Flip Meetup Makati. If you're in the Makati area, di ba Makati ka ba? Or something?
Marikina.
Marikina ka pala. Okay. So
Yes.
M pa rin. So anyway, malayo pala. But if you're in the Makati area, head over to Jollibee this coming Saturday, 1 to 3 p.m. Jollibee Pure Gold. Mark Belosa and Anna Soriano are going to be there, and they're gonna also have some other members of the VA Bootcamp team. Okay, and also Saturday at 9 p.m. This coming 9 p.m. I'm going to be sharing, or I'm going to be hosting the crash course on English confidence for freelancers, effective communication 101. We're going to talk about especially English confidence, not just English skill, but English confidence. It's going to be at 9 p.m. and there will be a certificate of completion lit that you can get. So this coming Saturday, 9 p.m. Don't forget that. It's going to be here on the VA Bootcamp Facebook page. And next Wednesday, there is our next Jas Success interview with Anna Soriano. Mindset can move mountains. Holly will be interviewing Anna Soriano this coming Wednesday, next Wednesday at 5 p.m. So those are our upcoming events. So as we close out now, thank you once again. Let me just stop yung share dito. Stream there. So thank you once again, Janelle, for sharing your story with us. You shared
Thank you
insight.
also.
You're very welcome. And you shared the true story, what happens behind the scenes. And I'm sure everybody, and I mean, to thank you for your sharings. You've inspired a lot of people. And yeah, for everybody watching, thank you for staying on. Don't forget to share this, comment, shared. Even if you're watching the replay, share this and comment, shared for you to get that free PDF. All right, thank you guys. Thank you for staying on. Thank you so much, Janelle, and
Thank
have a
you.
great week. Bye-bye.
Bye.